All right, we're live. We got a bunch of notifications. Um, yeah, so hang on. Fix a few things here just for the hell of it. That's kind of a little bit of fun. Oh my gosh, this weather is getting super cold. All right, so all right, we're live right now. And I'm basically here just to maybe get some different questions of things with the LG Tribute HD that I didn't touch base with on the review. I know it was a lengthy review, about 20 minutes long, but I didn't really, I feel like I didn't go too far in depth. And plus, there was a few things that I forgot to mention in that review, which I'll mention right now. One is that I've been having slight issues with Wi-Fi connectivity, which is kind of weird because, you know, you would think you would get fatter data, fatter. Why did I say fatter? Faster data transfers through Wi-Fi. And this is something that I was talking with CV Tech, and I was like, okay, I probably have a defective device. So when the Tribute HD is basically connected to LTE, it's pretty fast. Okay, loading up Facebook and things like that, it's pretty quick, snappy. When it's on Wi-Fi, it tends to hang a little bit. And I was like kind of tripping out because I'm like, okay, this is Wi-Fi. You know, my Wi-Fi in my home is a lot faster. My upload and download streams is 100 megabits per second. So why am I having this kind of issue with this device? And when I take it off Wi-Fi and it's on LTE and it's pretty zippy, pretty fast. So that's one other thing that I forgot to mention in the review today concerning the LG Tribute HD. But other than that, it is a fairly good device. Those are just the things I said in the review, and of course the Wi-Fi thing is some of the things that I've experienced that's just kind of weird, and some things that I frown upon. But for what you're paying for the LG Tribute HD, it's like, hey, watching on the toilet technology, that's just TMI, bro. That's wow. I guess these days people don't read magazines on the pot when they take the Browns to the Super Bowl. They just basically watch YouTube. But anyhow, so that's some of the concerns that I have with the Tribute HD. Really, it's just mainly just that. But like I said, for $79.99 retail price right now, it's on sale for $49.99. I mean, you really can't complain all too much. As far as that, everything about the Tribute HD has been enjoyable. Just still can't get over the fact of just how light this phone is. Just really how light it is. Like even compared to like the Tribute 5, it's lighter than the Tribute 5. And then of course against my X Power here, it feels like a toy. It really does. It feels like something I would buy my 6-year-old from the store. It really does feel like that. And I'm not knocking it. Would you ever try out an Apple iPhone? No, I won't. It just it feels very toyish. So, has your channel been suffering from the YouTube glitch or changing algorithm? I don't know, man. I really don't. Really can't say. Rob, Boost Mobile running any port-in specials for Christmas? I'm not sure. I haven't really checked to see what kind of port-in specials they have. I do know that I believe Boost Mobile opened it up where you could bring about any Sprint device over, so that's something cool. What's up, Tito? What's up, Chad? I'm gonna try and see, maybe not this month, maybe next month, if I can bring like a Nexus 5X that's from Sprint over to Boost Mobile and see if I can get that to work. Well, as I said, like right now, like they're pretty much open up to like all Boost Mobile, not Boost Mobile, but Sprint phones. Brian Johnson, why did you retract your message? I mean, there was nothing wrong with you asking if I would use an iPhone. So, but anyways, yeah. You guys have any questions for the Tribute HD that I didn't touch base with in the review? Just ask them now. If you guys want to know. Let's call dealer support. No. But, whoa. All right, let's see what this is. I think this is an Amber Alert, most likely. Yeah, Amber Alert here. Not in my area though, but we've been getting a lot of those lately. A lot of Amber Alerts. So this is kind of creepy this time of the year. And it's always here in central Arizona. It's always around this time of the year that we get this. I think this is like the third or fourth one. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, that's just some of the things that I missed on the review about the Tribute HD. I just kind of wanted to go live and kind of talk about that real quick. Then, of course, later on this week, I'll have like some comparisons between like the Tribute HD and the Tribute 5 and kind of put it up against like, the X Power and the G Stylo. Just pretty much get all those videos out there, some comparisons for everyone. To Boost Mobile, it would be fun to talk to dealer support. I wonder how much trouble I can get into for that. Try it on your stream, bro. Call a Boost Mobile dealer and talk to them. I just think it's kind of funny because when I wanted to get the X Power for my fiance and I went into a Boost Mobile store, the lady in the store tried to tell me that the Tribute HD was better than the X Power, and I'm looking at her like, okay, there's a reason why, the prices that's set, it'd be kind of like a little bit weird. I like your hat. Do you remember old Duck Dodgers cartoons? Yeah. I even remember the other alien, Gossamer, the big red hairy dude that like always would like flatten the crap out of Daffy. Yeah, like besides Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm a huge collector of Marvin the Martian gear. So I got like a couple of hats, a shirt. I haven't found any action figures of Marvin the Martian, but I'm gonna be on the hunt for that soon. It's kind of a cold night though. Have you guys ever seen a huge gallon size of like red Gatorade, like Fruit Punch Gatorade? This is the first time I've ever seen one like this big. Most stores where I live at, like Walmart and stuff, they sell them like the powdered form in a can where you mix it yourself at home in water. But I've never seen like an actual gallon jug of Fruit Punch Gatorade. So that's what I'm drinking on right now. And can't wait for the LG Tribute HD. It comes Thursday. Nice. Heck no, we get fried like an egg for that. Hey, you should do a video on what phones can be flashed from Sprint or to Boost. Well, it used to be only a set amount, but like I said, I was reading up on it, and besides the fact that Boost is allowing you to bring like any iPhone over, like whether it's a Verizon iPhone or whatever, over to Boost Mobile, they also said that pretty much like the entire Sprint catalog is open to be activated on Boost. So that's what's flying around, and I'm like, okay, I probably will call and talk to a rep just to confirm that, because if that is exactly as it's stated, that means you should be able to bring Nexus devices that are Sprint capable over to Boost Mobile. If that's the case, it would be like what, the Nexus 6, the 5X, and the 6P. Now, I know I'm speaking for myself, but I know there's other people out there who would agree with me that those people on Boost Mobile not only want unlocked devices to go on Boost Mobile, but they've been wanting to activate a Nexus device on Boost Mobile. So would you say Boost is the best prepaid option out there? No, I wouldn't say Boost is the best. I wouldn't say Cricket is the best or Metro is the best, because this is, when it comes to having the best carrier, it depends on the area you're at. In some places, Cricket will be like the dominant brand in that area because AT&T signal is like the best in that area. And in some areas, T-Mobile gets it. Some areas, Sprint will get it, and some areas, Verizon pretty much almost dominates. But so no. Now, if you're talking about like price plans and phones, you still can't say Boost Mobile is the best, because while they do have great plans, their selection of phones is kind of boring. they don't get a lot of new devices as they should or as they used to before. Like now, like this year, 2016's kind of been bland. Yeah, we've had devices like the X Power, the Tribute HD, the Stylo 2, the J7, the J3, the Tribute 5. Like we've had these devices released throughout the year, but like I mean, after their release, it's just kind of gone south. It's just been bland. And of course, when you look at the catalog of devices that they have, I mean, you look at, Cricket has like a new phone like every like month and a half or so that they're bringing out. Metro's kind of, on the same boat. They're kind of bringing out devices left and right. Boost and Virgin is just kind of like slowly treading. So I really can't say that they're the best. And if you judge it by customer service, they all have some stores and some on-phone reps that are pretty crappy. So, it just depends on your area. But I've always said, if I move to an area where Cricket is the dominant signal, like the big people in the town that have Cricket have like the best, service, then yeah, I would jump brands and go over to Cricket. Like, I want to have the best network connectivity for the things that I do besides YouTube, being on Periscope and scoping, being on my friend's stream app called UPeak and streaming on there, and doing Facebook Live for the family every now and then. Like, I need strong network connectivity. So whichever has the dominant signal in the area that I'm at is the one I'm going to jump with. And here where I live, it just happens to be Boost Mobile and Sprint that dominates this area. So that's what I'm with. And I review devices for them because how else am I going to tell you guys how a device works? I mean, I can tell you how it runs apps, how it plays games, how the cameras are, but I can't tell you if it's good for phone calls or nothing like that if I can't actually activate the phone and use it. So who knows? If I, say if I move to like Seattle or if I move to Oregon, like Portland or anywhere like that, if let's say like Cricket or Metro is the better companies out there, it'll probably be easier for me to do reviews because then, I mean, you can put unlocked devices on those networks. So who knows? We'll see what happens in the future. Only time will tell. But for right now, I use Boost Mobile. So wow, make a video on that, bro. Would be great for your channel. Oh, and you should do the codes like pound 73738 right away. Don't do this, guys. If you're are you talking about like which is a better carrier? I think I did a video talking about that. Well, it was like a year and a half ago, somewhere like that. I don't know. I got like a long list of videos now. When I look back on my YouTube channel and how many videos I made already and like what's out there, it's like, gosh, how many videos that are just buried beneath all the new ones. Just be interesting, like if people actually went through like every video that I had to see what I've done from like way back in the day all the way until now. It's kind of crazy because I look at it and I'm like, my earliest days of YouTube, basically I was like doing ROM reviews with a very crappy camera. I mean, the video quality was really bad. The audio quality was just terrible. But I was doing a lot of ROM reviews with the S2 Epic 4G Touch, and then it just slowly changed out. Maybe a video about the PRL or profile update thing to fix your signal. Just give me ideas. Oh, yeah. Yeah, which is crazy because, my brother has Cricket, and when I have issues with my network connectivity and stuff like that, like doing a profile update, and then like updating the PRL just basically, that's just for like, any new towers that's put up. Well, I guess I'll clarify that. When Boost Mobile builds out or Sprint builds out more of their network and they added new towers, those new towers, I was gonna say news, those new towers are not recognized by your device right away. So you could be in an area, let's say like your area normally had 3 towers and then Sprint added 3 more towers to that area. Your phone wouldn't pick up those 3 towers, those 3 new ones right away. You would have to actually do a PRL update. So then that way the new preferred roaming list is downloaded to your phone. So then those 3 new activated towers will actually be recognized by your device. That's how that works. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. Thanks for the tip. I'll probably do something like that. I just the next week or so. I got like a lot of different videos that I got ideas for to do. Besides the comparison videos between a couple of my catalog devices, also like some camera shootouts, which I gotta say, for those people that participated in yesterday's little interactive game that I wanted to do, thank you guys so much. I thought it was pretty cool. It was fun, and I didn't know if anyone would actually like care to participate in it and try to guess which phone took what photo side by side, But it was kind of cool though. So, and I was like, I'm gonna do more of those. Oh yeah, well, you gotta know your stuff, But yeah, I'm gonna be doing more of those camera shootout videos where I'll let you guys pretty much play along and just kind of like figure out which photo came from which phone. I think the next camera shootout video I'm gonna do next week is actually going to be between these two. It's going to be between the Tribute HD and the Tribute 5 because, you guys will be amazed on how similar the photos are as far as the flaws and the good things about it. They're almost the same. And it's just kind of trippy. So I'm going to do that one next week and have a little fun with that. Anyways, John, are you going live tonight? As far as like the Tribute HD, like I said in the review video, I would recommend this device to anyone out there that's looking for a nice budget device that's not over $100. If you're just a person that uses a smartphone for like social media and stuff like that. If you're heavy into games, don't go for the HD. Don't go for the Tribute HD because that's where it really gets terrible. Like that's its ugly side is gaming. Gaming, like light games like, let's say like Bubble Shooter or Skater Boy or BMX Boy, like simple 2D side-scrolling games and just non-graphical intense games, it'll handle okay. When you get into that heavy stuff, like you should do one for taking better shots. But like, yeah, like lightning, shaking hands, angles. Hey, not bad. Thanks for a tip. I didn't even think about that. Is Walmart Straight Talk also T-Mobile? I think Straight Talk pulls from different carriers. I know it's directly with TracFone, but it just depends on the device because I've seen different Straight Talk unboxings. Like I've seen one where, it says it's actually T-Mobile dependent. The device is T-Mobile dependent, and then there's one where the device is Verizon dependent. So I think Straight Talk pretty much like piggybacks off the major carriers. And it just depends on the device, whether the device is like works better on the T-Mobile network, then like it'll have like an icon of the United States in the color pink on the box. Yeah. What John said, to pull from all four. Depends though. But Straight Talk is part of TracFone, so that much I do know. How many of you guys caught CV Tech's unboxing for the LG X style? Because that was one that I thought was like really weird. I mean, I already know that the Tribute HD basically is the LG X style, but the CDMA version, and yeah, it's slightly beefed up than the. We should make our own MVNO, bro. If I had the money, I would. Like, I would start my own MVNO company, and I would definitely work, with say if you wanted to get in on it, then we would make one. Because I think we have the brains to pull off some really awesome plans that would fit the consumers, because we actually can relate with the consumers, so we'd make a killing. Yeah, it was kind of crazy how the X style on Straight Talk. What was it, like 8 gigs of internal storage, 1.5 gigs of RAM, I believe it had, or whatever, So, I mean, there's slight differences, and that's one thing I hate about LG is, they make similar devices for different carriers, and they give different specs. Like the X Power on Cricket have the quad-core processor, but just about almost everything else is the same. And then when you look at the Boost Mobile X Power, it has an octa-core processor. Like, what is the point of having these, different things? I can sell prepaid SIM cards that are already loaded, like real talk. I still have my connection. Cool. I don't know, man. If you got it like that, man, start it up. My only fear is like if I had the money to start it, my only fear would be like I wouldn't want, like what happened to Amp Mobile. Because God, man, Amp Mobile, just imagine if they didn't go out of business, like how huge Amp Mobile would have been today. Just how huge they would have been, because they were killing it. I don't know how many of you guys remember Amp Mobile. But Amp Mobile was, whew. And this was before Mountain Dew had Amp Mountain Dew. But Amp Mobile was definitely it when it came to like not just not just mobile phone service, but just for media as well. Because I mean they piggybacked off Verizon, so they were on Verizon's network, basically using Verizon. And but they did a lot of live broadcasting, on Amp Live. They did a lot of live broadcasting. They had like their own little mini show series that was like really cool. But yeah, apparently they spent all their money into media and didn't pay their annual fees to Verizon, so they got sued and then they had to shut down. So that's like my only thing is like either piggybacking on someone's network or trying to have enough money to buy spectrum to build out my own network. All right, bro, I'll check you later. Oh, you gotta come on. I appreciate you coming in, John. Appreciate it, man. What phones are you using for live streams? Live streams phones that I'm using, basically, I use the J7 just because the J7 has really good cameras, especially for like low light like this. Like right now, I'm using my Chromebook, but if I'm on Facebook Live, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be this when I'm at home. If I'm out and about, it's going to be whatever device I have on me. So it could be the X Power, it could be the Tribute HD, the Tribute 5, the G Stylo, the Stylo 2, which I don't know if I showed you guys. The Stylo 2 is actually, the screen is actually smashed on it. That's not it. Where are you? I don't know if you guys can see that. It is cracked. It's still usable though, but it says I feel so bad because it's cracked. I tried to use it the other day, but like just with the cracked display, it was just Game Truth Official. Hi, hey, how's it going? I tried using it at the Solitude the other day, and like just seeing all the spider cracks on the display, it was just I got sad. But I mean that's what happens when you have kids, that's what happened. My son actually got a hold of it and threw it on the floor, and screen went, but that's okay though. He's only a year and a half old. He don't know any better. Plus, these things are material things. They can always be replaced. But I was like using it the other day, and I was like looking at the spider cracks. I'm like, gosh, this is bad. Especially you can't really you can't drop the notification shade down because it's so spider cracked up there that if you do, you probably cut your finger because those cracks up there are a little bit raised. So it's like that screen's going to just completely come apart. So we're eventually going to save up and get another Stylo 2. Then I'll just have like 2 batteries for a Stylo 2, so I'll be juiced up all the time because this is a very good phone. But for right now, my daily driver is still the X Power, and the Tribute HD is my tag-along phone, and then the G Stylo is on Ring Plus, which to me, Ring Plus is like, I don't know if you guys checked out Ring Plus's website or anything like that, but Ring Plus has just been annoying me lately. Like, right now I'm grandfathered on the ice cream plan. I don't want to give that plan up because all their new ones require you to do like it's so totally weird. Like you can get a free line on Ring Plus where you don't pay a monthly fee at all whatsoever. And they used to have some really good free plans, but now they don't. Like now they have one that's like it's like 750 minutes you have for talk. However, 250 is basic phone call minutes. and 500 minutes of it is VoIP. So like you have to use VoIP for some of your phone calls, and you can do regular phone calls. Which if you guys do VoIP and you don't have VoLTE, then yeah, your phone call quality is going to be really crappy. But I don't know. Ring Plus is just, I don't know. They're. So what do you think of more advanced smartphones like the iPhone 7 or the Galaxy S7 on prepaid carriers such as Boost or Cricket? I think they're great. I honestly do, because you know, you get to dabble with flagship phones on a prepaid carrier. I mean, some people have that kind of money to throw out there and spend, you know, almost $1,000 on a phone and be okay with it. I'm not. I'm frugal. I'm poor, and I shop frugally. You know, I don't see a point in spending $600. Boost Mobile is rigged. Tell us, how is Boost Mobile rigged? I'm interested in knowing that. I'm really interested in knowing that right now, because that just piqued my curiosity. But as far as prepaid phones and like having flagship phones on prepaid carriers, I think they're great. You know, I just wish that there was. I mean, well, there is now with Boost Mobile, because they have that payment program where you can put like a down payment, and you, on top of the down payment, you make monthly payments along with your plan, and they don't charge any interest, and so you can basically get, you know, a pretty high dollar device and just make little payments here and there along. So if you're on a $50 plan, and say you get the S7 and you financed it and you put like $150 down, you're financing the rest of the phone over I think it was what, 12 months or 24 months. You know, that's a pretty good deal, because then you'll be paying $50 for your unlimited plan, plus maybe let's say like $20 extra, so that's $70. Yeah, why not? You know, and you get a pretty decent phone. I'm like heavily addicted to Fruit Punch, Powerades, and Gatorade, so don't mind me. You gotta top up. It's so delicious. They gave me a used phone which broke down. Also, their connection is crap, from my perspective. Yeah. Well, of course, you know, as like I've been telling everyone, you know, since people have been, you know, joining up with my channel and checking out my videos, there's not one major great carrier. It just depends on the area where you live at. So where you live at, Boost Mobile and Sprint Signal has to be crappy there. You know, maybe T-Mobile is better in your spot, or AT&T. So, you know, if you use prepaid, and that's one reason I like using prepaid and not postpaid accounts, is because with prepaid, you could always port your number over. Don't got to worry about paying any early termination fees or any other fees on top of that just for leaving. You just not pay your next month's bill and hit MI over to the next place. True. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, there's not always one best carrier, but I'd say give other companies a chance, like Cricket or Metro. You're awesome, dude. Do you remember Kenneth East? Yeah, I remember you. You were asking for shout-outs. Remember you very well. The thing is that, you know, like, I'll give shout-outs to people, but just don't blow up my videos with, like, you know, 4 or 5 comments asking to shout you out. I'll shout you out when it's necessary, you know, when I feel like it. One time. Shout out to Kenneth East, everybody. Yeah, I've seen your vlogs on YouTube. You and your friends, your buddies, whatever you guys do. But that's cool, though. That's cool. I know you did the official review today, but what do you think the biggest con of the LG Trivia HD is, other than gaming? Like I said, it's really hard to say that this is a con, because I'm not for sure if my Trivia HD is, I would consider it defective, because CV Tech has a phone and he says he hasn't had any issues with Wi-Fi connectivity. Like when he connects to Wi-Fi, everything works out just fine. When I connect to Wi-Fi, on my home Wi-Fi with the Trivia HD, I noticed like, I can have like no apps running in background, yet my RAM is completely sapped, and then everything is just starting to like act weird. Like trying to load a YouTube video will take like a minute and a half. And sometimes, when I don't want to wait, I'll tap to play a video, and as it's going through that whole loop icon in the middle of the video display, I'll just like swipe it down, swipe it away, and then reopen the video again just to get it going. And RJ from CV Tech said that he hasn't experienced anything like that. So I don't know if it's really just a defective phone that I have, or who knows, But for me, for my particular device that I own, I gotta say the other con is Wi-Fi connectivity. The LTE connectivity when it's on the network is faster than Wi-Fi, and to me it wouldn't be my home Wi-Fi because, like I said, my home Wi-Fi, the upload-download stream is 100 megabits per second, and I have a dual band modem, so it has two different output signals, a 2.4 gigahertz and a 5 gigahertz signal, and most of my heavy equipment like my Chromebook, my Nexus player, and other devices are connected on the 5 gigahertz network. So my 2.4 gigahertz network is pretty much opened up. So there should be nothing that congests the network connectivity. I got a new phone, the LG G Stylo. Cool. Yeah, I still have mine. I still use mine. I use mine on Ring Plus. There's and one of the things I love about the G Stylo is that even though you have to do a little tinkering around with it, you can open up adaptable storage. So 32 gig SD card in here, pretty much that's formatted as part of my internal storage. What is your current plan on Boost Mobile? I'm on a family plan. So I have the $50 unlimited plan, and that's for my other two lines also. They're on the limited also. So I don't have, which is also interesting too, because some people have stated when they reach like 22 gigabytes of data that they've used, they get like a message from Boost saying that they're, if the network is like overly congested, they'll be throttled. Last month I used 33 gigabytes just about of data, and I never got a message from Boost. So I don't know if you have to like consistently be using that much data for them to, send you that message, but I haven't gotten it. My tablet broke a long time ago, and the only thing I had was a slow LG Venice. LG Venice is a cool looking phone. To me, I always thought the Venice was a really cool looking phone because it's small, it's so squared up. It's like, it looks like my little MiFi box, like the way that the shape is. It's just so squared out and everything. So LG Venice is a pretty dope phone. And back in the day when, a lot of apps wasn't really, like power hungry, the LG Venice was a good little device. But in today, the way how apps run and the features that they pack, you're not going to be able to use something that has dual core processing and get the best performance out of it. I am sick today. My head hurts bad. Take some medicine. NyQuil. If you can't have NyQuil, try Theraflu. Here's one thing that I do. I've been doing it a lot lately because the weather changes back and forth here. Like here, it gets warm during the day. It gets freezing cold at night. So with that kind of rapid weather change, I tend to get sick a lot. But if you boil some water, you can either, get lemons and like kind of squeeze the juice out of them and then cut them up into small slices and throw them in there and brew it like a tea. Or you could buy the little bottles of lemon juice and do like 2 cups of water and a half cup of the lemon juice, pour it in there, and it gets you some honey. And as it's boiling, add the honey and mix it. And, it's really good for like breaking up like, your nose and your throat congestion and helping you breathe better. Real good stuff. And it's got vitamin C, which is good for you if you're sick. Do you think Boost Mobile will get something better than the X-Power next year? Well, of course. Of course. I mean, we don't even know exactly what's going to happen. What kind of devices we're looking at for 2017. I'm hoping 2017 devices will be way better than what we got in 2016. Not to say that the 2016 devices were bad. It's just I would really love for for Boost Mobile to expand their horizons a little bit. Bring in Nexus devices. That's what I really want them to do, is start including, I mean, you're already allowing iPhones. You're allowing iPhones to be activated on Boost Mobile. Start allowing Nexus devices to be activated on Boost Mobile. Get the freaking Google Pixel next year. Bring those phones over. That's what I want to see out of Boost Mobile. Like, I really want to see them kind of go with the core phones. Because the way I look at it is, like, we have a bunch of smartphones in the entire world. There's so many different manufacturers. There's so many different make and models put out there. But there's only 2 core phones. The core phone on the left would be the iPhone, as that's Apple's main staple. And then on the right, you have, which, you know, Nexus devices, which is what used to be the core phones for Google. Now Pixel is a core phone for Google, but still Nexus is still in that bracket. So bring Nexus devices to Boost and Virgin Mobile. I wouldn't care if they sold like a Nexus 5X for $250. Bring it. I'll buy it. I'll use it. I edit my videos with Power Director. It's pretty cheap, only $5 to $6. Well, that's what I use on my other videos, where, I don't know if you guys see those little emojis that pop up. I use Power Director because it allows you to add those things. But I have the full unlock version, so I don't have the little watermark at the bottom. What is the best value phone on Boost Mobile in terms of price and reliability? The X-Power. Right now, it's the X-Power. The reason I say that is because, like, what you get with the X-Power, you know, octa-core processing, you know, pretty good performance out of it, really well off battery life, decent cameras, and right now you can find them for like $99, $100. That's pretty good. Regular price $129.99. So why doesn't Apple allow other companies to make different iPhones? Would they make more money? The reason why Apple will never trust outside developers is because they've always been tight-knit. Since the days of Steve Jobs, they didn't want anyone else's help on the outside. So unless you work for Apple, you know, you couldn't manufacture your own hardware and then ask to run iOS on it. Not happening. They would never allow it. Do you know who McJuggernuggets is? Yeah, I've heard of him. I know about his, you know, Psycho Dad destroys his Xbox and Psycho Dad breaks his Wii U and to all that, you know, parody stuff. And yeah, I've heard about McJuggernuggets. But yeah, I mean, Apple would never allow anyone else. And I don't know. You never know, like, if HTC could build, like, you know, a pretty good device that houses iOS. I mean, everyone always likes to look at HTC and be like, well, they copied iPhones. iPhones actually copied HTC with that design first. So, but still, who cares? I mean, you know, everyone knows what an iPhone is, and when you look at like the HTC 10 or the HTC A9, people think iPhone. So. Wow, I'm secretly addicted to Fruit Punch sports drinks. That's crazy. What's an iPhone? How many phones do I have? I don't really have a lot. It was like, trust me, there's other YouTubers like Max Lee from High on Android. He's got a hell of a lot of phones. Like, to me, you know, Max Lee has a lot of Android devices when he can spell out High on Android with his actual phones on his opening intro. So, but okay, I take it you want to see the devices that I have. So we have the G Stylo, we have the J7, we have the Tribute HD, we have the Tribute 5. We have the LG X-Power. We have the ZTE Boost Max. And then this bucket of phones, which, let's see, the Stylo 2, we have the Warp Elite, we have the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime, we have the Galaxy J3, we have the Galaxy S2 Epic 4G Touch, we have the Volt, we have the LG Realm, the Volt 2, Galaxy Prevail LTE, Moto E, the Aquos Crystal, the Hydro Reach, the HTC G2, the LG K3, and the Kia Windows 635. That's the phones I have right now on me. I'm trying to think if I have anything left out. Oh, the Evo 3D, which my daughter has. The Desire 601, which my other daughter has. So yeah, that's all the phones that I have for right now. You should try mango flavored e-juice. It's awesome. I actually did. Mount Baker had mango flavored, and this was right before that whole FDA regulations hit them. They had just came out with like a really good mango flavor, and I was enjoying it. And they took it off their list of flavors that they had. So right now, I placed an order from Tomorrow Vapes. I'm waiting for it to come in sometime this week. So thank you very much for the helpful answers. I hope you continue to keep up the great work. As long as you keep watching, I'll keep making these videos. Well, not true. Even if you don't watch, I'll still keep making these videos. But I do appreciate you coming by and taking a look at my videos. That's awesome, and I really appreciate it. You got a lot of phones. I use them all. If you had to pick, what's your favorite sport? What's my favorite sport? If I had to pick, boxing. Boxing would be my favorite sport. Well, I do have a lot of phones. A lot of them are just pretty much like becoming obsolete. That's the whole game of smartphones. And I knew this game before all these phones started coming out. Like, there was a guy who was one of my first collaborators. You guys can go check out his channel. Mine's is basketball. Yeah, I've seen your vlogs. But anyways, YouTuber Red Ant, not Red Ant, but Red and Miller. I'll type his name in the chat box so you guys can see. You guys can find him on YouTube. Go by his channel, say what's up, tell him that I sent you. But okay, so that's the name of his YouTube channel. And he was one of my earliest collaborators and a real good friend of mine. So where was I going with this? I just lost my train of thought here. Oh, okay. Yeah. So back in the day, like I met him through YouTube because we were both doing reviews for the LG Rumor Touch. This was like right around when Android was coming out. Well, the Moto Droid was about to drop. The G1 was already out, but people thought, Moto Droid's synonymous with Android. So, but anyways, I did this video on a channel of mine that failed because if you guys didn't know, this is not my first channel. I actually had another channel previously before, and it failed bad. So, yeah, baby. Your movie's over?
Yeah. You turn up. I want to see the the monster for the doctor. Well, it's the make the monster. Well, it's the day after the Taylor's Bagel in.
You want the Frankenstein one? No, this is the remote. You want the Frankenstein Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go put it on. Go out there. But anyhow, I did this video that I got flamed for it, where I was basically telling people that basically, the whole plot, just the whole plot of all these things to come basically with Android and how they were going to keep people buying all these phones because they were going to make phones obsolete so fast that you really never actually got to stick with your mobile phone. You had to go out and buy a new one if you want to stay with the latest and greatest. Okay. Got rid of that person. I'll be right back. Let me put on a cartoon for my daughter. Okay, I'm back. I had to put on Alvin and the Chipmunk to meet Frankenstein, and I don't know who Hack Boy is or what he hacked or whatever. But okay, that's fine. Here's another thing on a side note with this troll over here. You're gonna go on and say you hacked somebody. Yeah, you're not a hacker. Okay, I know people who do that kind of stuff. Why are you gonna incriminate yourself? Even though I know this person is full of it, but why are you gonna incriminate yourself for like that? That's kind of ridiculous. Like, oh, you're gonna hack someone's stuff, and you're gonna go on there and say, I hacked their account. Yeah, right. Huh? No. Go watch Alvin. Give me a kiss. Let me work. Okay? Yeah. Love you too, baby. Yeah, that's kind of weird. But anyhow, yeah, so I already did a video about, like, just how Android was going to, not Android, just them, but like even, the iPhone, smartphones in general, we're going to turn, this whole thing into a whole hamster wheel of, I got the latest phone. 3 months later, it's knocked off its high horse, and it's like, oh, okay. Did you name your dog Courage from Courage? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And like my fiance got mad at me because I was telling her that I wanted to, use you get like one of those old rugs, like not old rugs, but like one of those like those floor rugs that were kind of like shaggy, and cut holes into it and turn it into a jacket for my dog, but like paint it purple, wrap it around my dog. I wanted to make my dog look like Courage for Halloween, but she wouldn't let me do it. Yeah, true. My friend got hacked. Yeah, I mean, people are getting hacked. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard about what they call the Googlean or the Googlein. Basically, this whole issue of like maybe like 100,000 or 1 million plus Google accounts being like hacked, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, Yahoo had the same issue where its servers was breached. If I were to guess, it's 8:55 for you. Yeah, it is. But I mean, there's so much stuff, so much things about things getting hacked or whatever, and it's like, okay, like it's just crazy that people have nothing better to do but to go and like mess with other people's accounts. Like that's just absolutely insane. So, but even then, there. Have you heard of the hackers called Poodle Core? No, I've not heard of them. I just think it's just kind of ridiculous when people do that kind of stuff. Which is why like a lot of like my personal stuff, honestly, is never really online. Like banking infos, my IDs, any of that stuff, it's not online. Because if anyone can hack my stuff, then my personal stuff does not need to be on any cloud server or anything like that. Hey, Google Plus, stupid spam filter. I'm on the blacklist while so many bots are posting new fix. How did you get on the blacklist though? Because like me, I use Google Plus over Facebook because one thing that I get tired of Facebook. You guys might hate me for this, but hey, my opinion. But I get sick to death where every 5 posts is always this stuff of like this person is sick, blah 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 blah. For prayer, type amen or you're going to hell. I hate that stuff. Like, who are you to freaking tell me that I'm going to go to hell just because I won't type amen? And then they always have this random dumb shit on there where it's like, type amen and you'll get blessed with $100,000. Like, no, you won't. And then you see how desperate people are nowadays. They'll type amen and just having a little bit of faith in some sort of superstition and thinking that maybe they'll get lucky and hit the jackpot that day. And it's like, no. I saw the state you live in a phone review. That's 100 at a time. Yep. No, of course, if I show you guys my display and stuff like that, you pretty much can get a general idea, or whatever. How many of you guys use Google Allo, by the way? Because I've been digging this. I hope that Google will integrate SMS into this. because it really can. I mean, I totally dig Allo. Google Allo is like what I message people on all the time. I don't even use text messaging anymore. And that's because a lot of people that I know have Allo, so I'm able to chat with them. No one is hacking my boy. No. Kenneth, you're funny, man. You're funny, but that's nice. Cool, cool. Yeah. So before I jump off over here, does anyone got any more questions about the Trivia HD before I sign off? You talk to Google Assistant? I do too, actually. I talk to Google Assistant all the time with Google Home. Which, you know what? Now that I just picked this up and showed you guys, I didn't even do the review about this. Wow. Yeah, I'm starting to be forgetful on a lot of things, so I guess I'll do that later on this week. I'll give you guys a review of Google Home. And I've had it for 2 weeks, I think, already. That's right it. Well, Allo is something definite to you want to check out. Like I said, like as I've been using it and I've been the experience of using Google Allo, I can tell you right now it's ready for Prime. In my opinion, it's ready for them to integrate SMS. But do it right. Like I think what they should do is kill off Google Messenger, merge it into Allo, and just leave it at that. Like, don't try to bring in Duo. Leave Duo as a separate app. Just leave Duo as a separate app. Duo runs fine as a standalone app. Does not need to be integrated into Allo. But take Google Messenger and merge that into Google Allo. Bring in SMS support because the look is cool with me. I like the look and feel of it. The stickers is fun. They got like all these stickers that can be created. You know what? Instead of me just ranting about it, maybe tomorrow I'll do a quick video showing you guys what the ins and outs of Google Allo and where it's at today. Now that the hype of Allo's died down. I didn't miss a lot, I think. No, you didn't miss a lot. Actually, I'm getting ready to sign off. I gotta go back and hang out with my kids and watch some Alvin and the Chipmunks, and let you guys get back to the rest of your evening. But if that's all the questions, or if I pretty much answered a lot in the review and a little bit more here about the Trivia HD, then I think we can close that chapter, start working on some comparison videos. Let me take a quick poll. I wanted to do the LG Tribute HD versus the Tribute 5 as my start-off comparison, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should go that route? I know the straight-top version of the Tribute HD is black and has lower internal storage, but only costs $20. Yeah, I might grab one, just for the hell of it. One more question: S7 Edge or Pixel? Honestly, by what I've seen, because I have not owned either of them, I would go with Pixel, and I'll explain why. The S7 Edge is a very good phone. Very, very good phone. However, the Pixel, and what I want in a smartphone, the Pixel does very well. It's fast, has no hiccups, none of that stuff, which is good. I want apps on my smartphone to be optimized and run smoothly. I want virtually no frame drops at all. Facepalm? Why facepalm? Why a facepalm for the Pixel? I mean, the Pixel, while it doesn't have the outside features like waterproofing or any of that stuff, for what it does very well. I don't agree with the price. I honestly feel like the price point of the Pixel should have been lower, but its performance, yeah. The S7 Edge, phenomenally great phone, and probably Samsung's best phone ever, including the fact that it's got pretty good battery life, considering most Samsung devices don't always have the best battery life. But for me, I would go with Pixel. Answer my question. You'll never know. What was your question? What's your YouTube name? I don't know. Let's pop you open real quick and look. Well, it just says Kenneth East. You don't have any content on this one. Well, epic basketball trick shots and crazy water bottle trick shots. You have like a lot of different YouTube channels, if I'm not mistaken. The price and the design is a problem. Okay, maybe I'll hold off jumping off real quick because this is actually getting interesting right now too. Do you think a battery with 2,000 milliamps or lower is a con in phones? It depends. I mean, you can have like, okay, the Tribute HD has a 2100 milliamp hour battery, but it also has a display resolution of 720 by 1280, which is HD. It's not full HD, but it's HD. And then you have the Tribute 5, which I think the Tribute 5 has a 2150 milliamp. I'm not mistaken. 2125. Okay, so it has a 2125 milliamp hour battery, but I get better battery life on the Tribute 5 than I do with the Tribute HD. And for that, the display is not HD, so therefore it doesn't consume a lot of battery. So we're pretty much on the good. You should make a diss track on me. Nah, I don't do stuff like that. I like to stay on the more positive side of things. So I don't like bringing a lot of negativity into my universe. And, you know, hating on someone at random is not something I support. Let's see. To get attention. Who's to get attention? Anyhow. Yeah, stay positive, kids. No, Kenneth. I'm no kid. You're the kid. I tell you that much right now. I've seen your videos, so come on now. Let's keep it calm in here. But okay, go ahead. Gamer Truth Official. The price and design is a problem. The price, I agree with you, is a problem. The price. Like I know, like coming out in the fact that even though they still didn't in-house build the Pixel, they relied on HTC to build a device for them. Still off. Coming out of the woodwork like that and pricing it around the same price that the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus would be, it'll make sense, you know. They should have brought it down some. The design, I don't really see much of an issue with it as far as like it having an upper glass backing, lower metal. I do know that the lens flare issue was fixed with the front-facing camera. I always thought that the lens flare came from the fact that because the front camera was pretty much like, what was it? Kind of like how this one does have like sometimes has a lens flare issue also with the front camera. Of course, when the light hits onto the display, onto the glass, the screen, it actually does create somewhat of a halo effect at certain angles with the light. But I mean, just most smartphones do that, depending on your angle of shot. So, the design, I don't think it's that ugly of a phone. I've seen some phones that have some really bad designs, but the price, I'll give it to you there. The price is the big issue, you know, for what you're going to get out of it. Let's see, that's a fake beard. I wish it was, but I'll tell you this much right now. I'm half Asian, so getting this is a great achievement, all right? Because there's a lot of Asians that can't even grow this. So mine is not thick. Mine is very straggly. but I'll take it because at the end of the day, at least I can grow something here. Whereas like some of my cousins in Thailand can't even grow this. They can't even grow a goatee. So I can say I'm blessed in that point. No, it's not a fake beard. But okay. Yeah, I spent an additional 10 minutes on here. I'm going to get going. For all you guys that came in and checked it out, thank you guys for hanging out with me. You guys are pretty much awesome. Shout out to Kenneth. And I gave you a shout out again, Kenneth. So, come on, guys. No need to argue about things. But yeah, thanks for checking out this live broadcast. You guys are pretty much awesome. Look out for my future videos that's coming through. I guess I will do the Tribute HD versus the Tribute 5 as the first comparison video. And yeah, that's it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.